Hi, it's Tyron. Happy New Year again, and welcome to the new series, The Agent, the greatest agent ever lived, Christ. Not yours truly, not at all. Last week we talked about Peter getting out of the boat and walking on water, leaving the 11 other supermodels in the boat. He was the only one who stepped out, walked on water, met Christ along the way. And then along the way, he started drowning when he started doubting that man does not walk on water. So when he started doubting, that's when he started drowning. But thank God, God was there to lift him up and put him right back in the boat. I want to share this story because it's really important. When I started my own agency years ago with Adam, my business partner, we had no clue what starting an agency entailed. We had no money. I think we had probably, as I said, probably about $5,000. Could have been even less than that. Well, I knew I didn't have $5,000 in my pocket, but Adam told me that he's going to put up about $5,000. We could have probably had only a nickel and a dime and we would have started. But anyways, we did. And we had 3 models. Now, everything was going great. We got this one male model that we were not expecting who started working like crazy. 6 months later, these 2 girls showed up and said, listen, they were working at a top men's agency and they said, listen, you know what, we'd love to switch agencies and come to you and we can bring all these guys, yada, yada, yada. We thought about it. We weren't interested in representing men, but we thought maybe we got our calling mixed up. So we said, okay, let's take a chance on it. So they came over and they decided that they were going to go to London, Paris, and Milan to scout first. And they were going to spend a month in Europe scouting. So we had to take out loans to finance their trip. First class all the way. And you know how the story's going. You see what happens with Peter when he started drowning, he started doubting himself. What we did, we started doubting our calling because we didn't even feel the need to represent male models. We were just doing this because we were enticed by the world and what these girls had said, you know, what they could do. When they came over, they didn't bring one model. Not that I really expected them to bring any model with them, but we thought that they would have the connections in Europe to bring models with them. No, so we had to finance their trip. It was like a vacation for them. They went to Europe for months, stayed in the best hotels, everything. We were spending thousands of dollars. They were constantly calling for us, the Western Union, them more monies. And this went on, as I said, for a whole month. They came back and not one model came with them. 6 months later, still no model. Well, one model came from London. Beautiful guy came from London and we had to put him up in a model's apartment, paid for a model's apartment, the whole shebang. And the guy didn't work one job. Actually, that's not true. He did one editorial job, which doesn't pay. And then we started realizing, Adam and I started questioning what was our purpose of taking those 2 girls on. We'd lost track of what the vision God had given to us, and we had strayed from it. Like Peter, who had strayed from the fact that God had called him to walk on the water to come and meet him, he started straying from the fact that God had given him that command and that God knows all things. We strayed from the vision and we had to acknowledge in our heart that we had failed the calling of God and we had to say to those girls, we had to close that men's division and we had to let them go. It took nearly a year. Lost so much money, but thank God these things always turn around. Because right after that, we started getting better models, more female models, and more work started coming in. My lesson on this is that in the beginning, things always look beautiful. People come and they tell you beautiful things. They tell you what you want to hear, but they don't always tell you the truth. But you have to trust the great agent Christ, who, when he started his ministry, he sought the counsel of the Father first. We didn't seek the counsel of God first. We just heard what these girls said, and we decided to take them on. And it cost us a lot of money, and a lot of time, and a lot of headaches. And also for the girls, because we should never have said to them yes. We should have let them stay where they were. But we did. And that comes to the fact that life is very tricky. And in business, when you start a business, it's not going to be easy. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. The thing is, when you make those mistakes, learn to correct them quickly. Don't wait too long like we did and it ended up costing us more. Shabbat Shalom. God bless you. Have an amazingly blessed 2022 and a blessed weekend. God bless you. Take care. Bye.